Tamil Nadu Skill Development Corporation. He also heads the Center of Excellence at IMSTC. He'll be briefing us on opportunities for high-skilled interns in Germany, as well as higher education opportunities with complete scholarships at world-ranking universities. We also have Mr. Raj, currently from Germany. He'll be explaining to you about the possibilities of internship and higher education opportunities under Diamond Beneath Your Feet. We are also expecting representatives from VTU also to join with us today. We also have Elif Al-Zubi from Sweden joining us, who will speak on bridging the gap between academia and industrial experience and the impact of AI-based coding in hiring engineering graduates. We are happy to have Mr. Juno, Director of CALIS, South Korea, and a Foreign Council member of IMSTC. He heads the Technical Research Wing of IMSTC, and he has also offered employment opportunities to the best skilled interns. And now we have joining us from South Africa is Mr. Kuber Naik, Chief Executive Officer of IMSTC, South Africa. He also heads the quality assurance vertical and will be monitoring the quality of internship program throughout. We have with us Dr. Deepak Palaksha, Scientist and Director of Technical Division of IMSTC, an alumnus of Harvard University with a PhD in biomedical energy. He'll be briefing us on the implementation of internship. We are also honored by the presence of Dr. Dinopadhyay Mukherjee, former Vice Chancellor of National University Jammu Kashmir and former Registrar of National University of Law. He is the Principal Secretary to the Chairman of IMSTC and is in charge of the entire internship program. We also have Mr. Pavan, Head of Technical Training, with us today. He will guide the students through the internship process, including curriculum, assessment, and the use of the platform. We also warmly welcome our other dignitaries with our esteemed mentors, Dr. Benny, PhD in Pharmacy, mentor for IFSPD, Dr. Nalini, PhD Biotechnology, mentor IFSPD, Mr. Ashwath, Senior Mentor, Incubation Center, Enepoya University, IFSPD. And then we have our coordinators, Ms. Disha and Hitaishi, and all our council members of IMSTC. And thank you for being part of this important beginning of our students. And being a tight schedule for this evening, we kindly request our guests to accommodate us by sharing your insights within the stimulated time. So to begin with the session, I invite Dr. Sangeet Verghese to share his thoughts. Over to you, sir. And I request you, sir, you have a session for 15 minutes, sir. Over to you, sir. Sangeet Verghese, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So I'll begin with some good stories from history so that we make the beginning of the session interesting. So about 300 years back, there was this place in Europe called Prussia. Not Russia, but Prussia. Prussia happens to be the current Germany. So in Prussia, there was this great emperor who was called Frederick the Great. And at that point of time, Prussia was losing a lot of wars. Wars with France, wars with Belgium, wars with England. So Frederick the Great, when he looked around, he found that the youth from Prussia were not disciplined enough as soldiers. So he came up with this brilliant strategy that he would create an educational system which would help the youth of Prussia to be disciplined, obedient, compliant. So in this methodology he came up with, which is called the Prussian educational model, it had a few remarkable defining characteristics. The first one, there was a very clear hierarchy. There was a teacher and there was a student. The teacher teaches the student and the student just sits down and learns. It is never the other way around. A student would never have anything to offer to the teacher. There was a very clear vertical relationship between the teacher and the student. The second, it had a very clear tiered structure. So if you are an engineer, how much ever great you are, how much ever genius you are, how much ever brilliant you are, when you're coming into engineering, when you're coming into arts, when you're coming into science, when you're coming into graduation, you would have to move in a tiered structure, which means that you would first enter the first year graduation, moving into second year graduation, then into the third year graduation, and so on. Of course, some kids would be brilliant. They would know what exactly is being taught in the first year computer science engineering. But it does not matter. You would still be in the move from the first grad to the second grad and so on. A structured process. The third one, there was a very clear textbook and the rule books. You cannot teach anything outside the textbook. There was a standard curricula which was getting followed. And the fourth and the most important one, they were by the clock. You enter the classrooms at 9 o'clock and you exit the classrooms at 5 o'clock. This was the Prussian education model, which was invented by Frederick the Great in Germany about 300 years back.
Someone is speaking and mute. Mute it.
Now, you would actually, a lot of you would relate to whatever I'm trying to say. A very clear standard curriculum which you would end up following, a very clear hierarchy between the teacher and the student, a structured, tiered structure wherein you would go from graduation 1 to graduation 2, so on, by the clock. Because the Prussian education system to create good soldiers, good military among the youth through obedience and compliance became a big hit across the world. It was adopted by each and every nation, whether it is Japan, whether the United States, whether it is Britain, and eventually by India, not to create soldiers, not to create military, but to create obedient, compliant students. Now, the biggest problem with the Prussian education system, which is also called pedagogy, is that one, it stifles creativity. Second, this is not the way in an industry. When you join an industry, when you join a computer science firm, when you join a office, that's not the way things are done. They follow another mechanism, which is called andragogy. And andragogy is about adult learning. It is less of hierarchy. It is more about peer learning, where you learn from your colleagues, you learn from your peers. It is less about obedience, but more about non-judgmental atmosphere where you can, without fear of retribution, without fear of judgment, without fear of somebody ridiculing you, you can express your opinions. Andragogy. And as part of the IFSPD Europe program, you would go through this andragogy of peer-based learning, group-based learning, non-judgmental learning, case study-based learning, rather than pedagogy, which is more about hierarchical learning, tiered learning, spoon-fed learning. So if anybody is coming over here thinking that you're going to be spoon-fed, you're going to be pulled up, you're going to be judged, you're going to be disciplined, this is absolutely not the place for you. In the IFSPD Europe GRIP part of it, the Global Research and Internship Program, which is a European program where there would be small groups of students assembling together. You would be given a globally relevant real-time case study. Case studies of, say, Tesla self-engineered cars, or case studies of Theranos medical engineering case studies, mechanical case studies. You would be given globally relevant real-time case studies where you would be divided into smaller groups of 15 students each. You would be sitting down over there. You would be discussing the cases without a teacher intervention, without spoon feeding. Andragogy, which is what the globally acknowledged universities like a Harvard, like a London School of Economics, like a Princeton, like a Yale, like a Stanford ends up following. If ever you get into one of these universities, you would realize that there is no spoon feeding over there. There is not even a teacher intervention over there. A teacher is more of a mentor. A teacher is more of a counselor whom you turn to when you have a doubt. Otherwise, you learn by interactions between each other, by discussing your case studies, which is what the Global Research and Internship Program is all about. But you would discuss globally relevant case studies, you would research about the case studies, you would present the papers, you would get peer evaluations, you would get mentor evaluations, but all of them without any spoon feeding, without any teacher intervention. That's point number one. Point number two, as part of the program, you would do something which is called the social startup. Again, based on andragogy. Nobody is there to yes, we are there to guide you, but nobody is there to spoon feed you. Nobody is there to intervene. Nobody is there to discipline. Nobody is there to ensure that you are compliant. But it's completely up to you. You would figure out a socially relevant problem which is in your vicinity. It could be in your college vicinity or in your neighborhood. It could be a problem which is related to your subject. It could be a mechanical engineering problem or a chemical engineering problem, or it could be a social problem. It could be about educating a few kids who are underprivileged, or it could be about clearing off garbage in your society, or it could be about developing an app for the senior citizens. It could be anything, but which could be something relevant, but it would be a startup which you would end up creating as a team together, complying with something which is called a SMART goal. We'll help you figure out a SMART goal, but a SMART goal is about a specific goal. S stands for specific. M stands for measurable. The goal will be measurable. A stands for actionable. R stands for realistic, and T stands for timely. A SMART goal you would develop, and the SMART goals are the goals which are used in professional atmosphere. Whether you join a Microsoft, whether you join a Google, whether you join an Adobe, whether you join an NVIDIA, they follow a SMART goal principles, which we will expose you right now. You don't have to wait to join an Adobe, but we will teach you right now. And all of these comply to something which is called the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, which is widely acclaimed in the global circles. And after undergoing the GRIP program, after undergoing the social startup program, you would be adept with andragogy, you would be adept with taking responsibilities yourself, which is the most important thing which we are going to teach you. You would know how exactly to develop a SMART goal. You would know what is a sustainable development goal. And the most important, we would help you gain global awareness, global recognition through a platform which is called Port Ahead, where the global universities would end up seeing the work which you are doing. The universities across the world, whether it is Germany, whether it is France, whether it is UK, whether it is Australia, whether it is Canada, whether it is the United States of America, the best universities across the world would see the exceptional work which you are doing, whether it is part of the GRIP, whether it is part of the social startup, and they would reach out to you. So yes, welcome to this wonderful internship program. And I'm reiterating this point once again over here. Do not expect yourself to be spoon-fed. Do not expect yourself to be judged over here. It is a non-judgmental atmosphere. Do not expect yourself to be following a hierarchy of a teacher-student. You will create things on your own. You will innovate things of your own. You will express your opinion freely. And most importantly, you would grow to be a brilliant professional at the end of this journey. So good luck and welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sanket. Thank you for your valuable insight too. And now I request Dr. Sanju Thomas to kindly address the gathering. We request you to share your valuable insights with us over, sir, for the next 15 minutes.
Good evening, everyone. Indeed, it's a pleasure to see you all here. The topic given to me today is on international mobility. So I'll be speaking on international mobility, under which I have two different topics. One is an awareness program, awareness session on how to choose the right university abroad if you're planning for your education in any international university. The second topic will be covered by my colleague, Mr. Raj Venkat from Germany. He'll be speaking specifically to you all on internship opportunities in Germany. So he'll be joining us very shortly. I'll start with my topic first. And also I'll be sharing a QR code over here. Whoever is interested to know more about it.
Students China.
Someone, please mute
Someone
yourself.
is speaking.
Please mute yourself.
Disha JY.
Yeah, thank you. So who would like to have more information on this? You're free to contact. So speaking about international education, many aspire to go abroad and study. But what are the parameters we should be looking at when we choose an university? The first and foremost parameter is the ranking of the university. So there are two different ranking systems, which is globally accepted. One is known as a QS ranking system. The other one is a Times ranking system. So this is your first, like how Dr. Sangeet was mentioning now, we are just giving you the tips and advices on what to be followed, but you'll have to follow this, and this is on you to do this, to walk the way or to reach the goal, but we are just showing you the path. So the first is you should be seeing the ranking of the university. The ranking of the university for your benefit should be the first 500 ranking or the best 500 ranking university in the world. So if you really want to go outside India and study, the ranking of this university which you are going into should be within first 500 ranking university in the world. Second, most of the high ranking universities, they do have scholarships in offer. So you should be asking for scholarships. So this is very important. These universities, most of the high-ranking universities provide scholarship for meritorious students. That's the second thing of it. Third thing which you should be knowing is most of this high-ranking university do not have agents in India. So this is where the council comes into picture for the benefit of our students, is that council will advocate for you or help you get the admission in the right university, but you need to choose which university you want to go for. So we will help you place your papers for the right scholarships. Here, one differentiating factor is if you walk into an agent, what the agent would do is that agent will try to divert you to a university which is of his interest. So that university may not have a good ranking, or neither the university would be providing scholarships. So we are very concerned about it. And what we feel is that if you're going outside India to study, it should be a high-ranking university. Secondly, the fee should be equal or lesser than what you are paying in India. And if you are meritorious, of course, it will be much, much less than what you're going to pay. So this would be our intention. And also you have to see which program you want to take, because what we see most of the students, they just hear to others what they say is that like the program in demand may be AI or program in demand. Just abruptly they'll think, okay, this may be a program of interest. But I think you should be speaking to somebody, some counselors, which we would facilitate if you're interested, to understand which will be an ideal program for you. Or if you want to have more information about a program, we will give you, at least we'll guide you how to get more information about the program. So the importance of choosing a right university is very, very important, and how to get there also is very important. So as a council, we would be helping you or guiding you to choose the right university. Today, we'll spend the next session on the internships in Germany. I'll just check if my colleague Raj has joined. If he has joined, he will take over from now.
Dr. Sanju, I think Raj could not join till now, even
Okay.
though we tried. He is not there in the launch. We were searching him, but I think he is not there. If you can
Okay.
continue, it's fine.
Yes. So about the internships in Germany, there are opportunities for a 1-month internship. The importance of the internship is twofold. One is most of the students when they go abroad to study or to maybe to work, they're going for the first time. The information what they have about the other country will be through their friends or probably through the media. But what we would really want is the students to experience the particular country, be it an university or be it the workplace, before they make up their mind to go abroad. So internship is used in this purpose. That is one. Second reason why we need to use an internship is for your academic requirement. Most of the universities have a requirement that you should be doing a specific internship. So these are the two reasons. So what we have in offer is 3 different types of internship. One is called an autosol, which is mainly for the students who are not into computer science or computer related field. So any student who's not into computers can take autosol. Second is called cybersol, which is for students who are into computers, because this may involve some sort of coding and all. So this is called cybersol. And there's one more set, it's called, it's for entrepreneurship. So this is for the students who would want to be entrepreneurs in the future, who wants to own business or start their own business in the future. All these 3 are for 1 month's time, where first 2 weeks will be an online intervention. You'll be sitting in India, you'll be attending these classes for first 2 weeks, preparing you for your internship in Germany. But when you go to Germany, the internship is in 2 parts. The first 1 week is going to be in a university, where you'll be sitting in a university, there'll be a professor, there'll be certain classes taken. So you have an experience about the university and university system of education in Germany. The second 1 week is divided into 2 different parts. You'll be going to 2 different industries for internship. So the purpose of this is you'll be exposed to an industry, you'll see how the industry works there, but there's a greater purpose to it. The greater purpose is the industry would see you. Industry would understand you. Industry would know your interest. So this would be the industry who would be giving you an offer to work or to undergo an apprenticeship model of studies. So we are very keen that our students should be exposed to the industry there, so the industry would know that we have such type of students whom they can give an offer directly. So this is the intention. There's so much of cultural integration also, which will happen in this 2-week time. And what we are seeing is it really works well for a student to make a decision if they need to go abroad and study, or for abroad and work, or just to complete an internship. And internship is given, the workplace internship is given in very good industries, like Mercedes and very good industries. They do give the work-based internship. So this is the 2 topics which I wanted to touch, and in the messages I'll be sending you probably a link and more to, or you can contact us in the council to know more about it. We'll be happy to share more information on these 2 topics which I've covered. Thank you all.
Thank you, Dr. Sancham. Now I request Mr. Juno from South Korea to address the students.
Hello.
These are.
Yep. Hello. Can everyone hear me? Hello? Okay.
Yes, sir. Please
Oh.
continue.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for having this amazing opportunity, and thank you so much, Dr. Sridhar Saraswati, for giving me this opportunity. And just to introduce myself, my name is Juno, and I am a co-founder and CEO of Kellis Company. And I also manage most of the technical work. So I'm a CEO and CTO at the same time. And in this address, like, I just wanted to wait. Okay. I just wanted to give like what's actually going on in the industry worldwide, especially with this advent of AI. So many things are changing rapidly. And I think, like it's AI is transforming all different sectors, ranging from medical to electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, like all of that, aerospace engineering. But what's most significant, I believe, is a computer science field, scientific field, the computer engineering field, where the system is very deterministic, right? So deterministic means that when the input is specific, output is always predictable. Whenever you put 1 in a specific function that returns 0 every single time, anywhere you are, right? If you put in 1 as an input, the output must be 0. That's deterministic. Once we have that system, right, and we feed an infinite loop with the AI agent, an AI agent can optimize it very well. Yeah. And then that's how I feel with the AI agent, that it's really transforming how we write code nowadays. And it's very fast. So what I expect from the students or someone who's interested in joining a internship program with IIMSTC is that you need to be very open to using this AI tools, right? So even if you are a data analysis specialties, or if you are a coder writing a front-end applications or back-end applications, you must be very open to using all different AI technologies like Claude Code, Codex, ChatGPT, like 5.0, and things like that, right? And so what we actually offer with the help of IIMSTC is that after you go through this intense 2 months of training, you will get an offer. You will get an opportunity with Kellis Company that you'll be exposed to the professional industry around the world. So we are partnered with more than 400 companies around the world. And what we do, like upon the 3rd year onward, what we do is we provide those professional opportunities where you can actually apply for the actual remote internship with the companies. And you go ahead and work with those companies for another 2 months in the real world, actual professional settings. And you will be working on these different problems that these startups and companies try to solve as one of their main, co-worker. And you will learn a lot of principles, a lot of different, best practices along the way. And upon you finishing the 2nd month, right, 1st and 2nd month of actual internship, if the company officials really like you, they're going to offer you a job, offer you actual remote positions. And with the help of IIMSTC, we're closely partnering with IIMSTC, and I myself is one of the members of IIMSTC. And we've been connecting more than 3,000 students across since 2024. And they've been tremendous opportunities where they got those paid positions, and most of them received more than 40,000 INR. And while they were able to work at home. So this is basically something that we have never experienced before because of the advance of, internet and the advance of AI technologies. It's possible to have this type of conversation right now. So everything is, very rapidly moving. And I hope that you all are very excited to join with Kellis, with IIMSTC, in grasping this opportunity. And like I mentioned in the beginning, like the most important thing is your openness to different technologies, your openness to this new AI boom. You need to just, jump in the current, right? And go with the flow and try not to resist, because it won't really help you at all. It's like very similar to having an internet boom in 2003. And those who actually joined the current are now billionaires, millionaires. So I think this is what you need to focus on, and you have to be very, very open about all different, changes. And I hope, best of luck for every one of you. And I hope to see you guys with IMSTC and with the new opportunities that will bring from the professional world. Yep. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Juno, for that, your inputs onto the internship. Now, I request Mr. Raj from Germany to join us and address the gathering.
So thank you, Edwin, for allowing me. So hello, students, and good afternoon from Germany, and also I think early good evening in India. So this is Raj from Germany. So I'm feeling really pleasure to connect with you today to give you some insights about actually, and also before that, let me introduce myself to you. So this is Raj Vangapandu. I'm the CEO and Managing Director of the IES Group and also German Varsity for Advanced Studies. So I also came to Germany like you as a student. So it's been nearly 1.5 decade. It's been nearly more than 1.5 decade. So I came here to study my master's in one of the world's best ranked university in Aachen University. So I studied master's in aerospace and airflow analysis. I also worked in German Aerospace Center. And also one typical profile. So the engineer who converted to entrepreneur, maybe edupreneur. So I started the initiative of Indo-Euro synchronization in 2014. So even actually our business relations and also the operations also celebrated more than a decade now. So the main goal actually, what is our organization and our vision is to create European ecosystem in academia. And of course, several students and several partners, they used to ask us, okay, is not only creating an opportunity towards Europe and also bringing students to India from Europe. So our major focus is also to create a mission of providing a better and also quality activities for the Indian students when they are studying in India. So this was the mission. So it's been 10 years, more than 0.3 million Indian students participate in the activities. And our organization impacted more than 10 states and also education ministries and also the different initiatives in India. And we actually created a good impact between India and Germany, especially in the emerging technologies, providing an opportunity for students to understand the critical thinking, design thinking, and how they really can see the different dimension during the academia. So with this opportunity, I am very happy to connect with you. And it is very important for the Indian students also to see Europe in different dimension now. So in the current geopolitical scenario and also the requirement, what we are having in the global world now. So by sitting in India, definitely we can provide a global solutions across the world. And also, by coming to the global positioning for your employment or education, we can also serve back to our country and we can really impact. One such example is the IES group. So I came to Germany in 2010, of course. I'm very proud to be still Indian citizen only. I still keep that. And what we actually trying to create impact is this nearly 1 million students and also academia, we created impact on this. And also my colleague, Mr. Thomas, Sanjay Thomas from Tamil Nadu, this briefly today. I am very happy to join you guys and also provide not only talking about me and also what we are doing, we also want to actually share the opportunity, like, what you can actually do. And students and also the academic partners in the call, it is very important for us to see the the academic practices and also the learning practices should be the different, and also it should be according to our new age requirements. So this is the reason not only learning the conceptual study from our textbooks, it is also important for us to practice and also apply the knowledge actually what we are working. And as industrial applications and also business, depending on the industrial application, it is also equally important for us, our learning practices towards in this direction. So there the students can apply their conceptual studies into the application during the studies itself. So in this direction, IES Group supporting and also promoting several initiatives between India and Europe. So in specific, our focus between India and Germany, and students, believe me, maybe Germany is really looking for nearly 500,000 engineers to work here. And also the Indians are the highest priority. And also I'm very happy to mention that the Indians are the people who are actually earning the gross salary higher than even the Germans. So because we are belong to the skilled worker category. So there's a reason as now you are actually studying or learning practices doing in India. It's very important for you to create your profile, the global ready, and also participate in the activities, what actually you can do during your studies. In such a activity,
can you brief it very quickly if you can, if you don't mind? Yeah, because so many speakers need to,
Oh,
address
really?
this question.
Okay, then I'll finish in next just 30 seconds, Dr. Sridhar.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was informed 10 minutes. That's why I was looking at my clock.
Yeah,
Okay.
because most of the area, I think Dr. Sanju has already, shared with us.
Oh,
Yes,
perfect.
yeah.
Then,
Right.
okay, great. Then students, so maybe in next 30 seconds, because I was joined late, this was a reason. I don't know, actually, my colleague what already Dr. Sanju already shared with you. So this is some kind of opportunity for you, the global immersion internship programs in Germany. So it is very important for you to also to have this kind of global exposure. And so maybe you can have a look, and if you have any questions, actually, you always can write to us. We're very happy to support you. And also maybe I will be also sending just the inquiry link in the chat. Maybe you can actually approach our team, and also we'll be very happy to support you in this direction also. So on this note, I'm very happy to share some space here and interacting with you and all. So very all the best, and also I wish all the other speakers also who participating along with me today and looking. So thank you, Dr. Sridhar, and thanks students to connect.
Thank you, Dr. Raj.
Thank you,
Thank you
Mr.
so
Raj.
much.
Thank you, Mr. Raj. Now I invite Mr. Elof from Sweden to address us briefly. So next 5 minutes to you, sir.
Yeah, hi guys. I wanna present myself. My name is Elaf. I'm originally from Syria, Middle East. I live in Sweden for about 10 years. I'm a software engineer. Studied at KTH University in Stockholm. Today I'm not gonna take a lot of your time. I'm just gonna speak straight up about the AI and the evolution about the AI and the development for the last few years. I been specialized full stack engineer specialized in AI, and I see the evolution and how much the growth of AI is just growing up year by year, and how much you can save time and effort when you dealing or building features and websites with AI. So the first thing that I'm going to start off with is I would say AI would not, I heard this a lot of the time, is AI is going to replace developers, and that is not correct. The main part here that I recommend you to think of, yes, AI is going to replace some kind of jobs for juniors, but not for the seniors, not for the one who actually have a knowledge and knows about the system design and architectures. And I think this is the most important in these days. I think everyone now, the one that doesn't have any knowledge in AI, can go in Lovable if you heard of it, or Bolt or ChatGPT, DeepSeek, all of that, you can just go in and ask it to build you a website. But the most important is the system design, how everything is connected to each other, how is everything is going to work, and how do you want to deliver this at the best practice, and also have a secure backend. So I would say AI would not replace any of the developers. The main part or the most important thing in these days is just focusing on how can I build the system, the system design itself, how it's going to be everything together that we can deliver one product that actually valuable. And that's what we actually working on. When the company that I'm working in is not the prompting, is not we just deliver code, is about the system, the product that we deliver. This is the end result that they need. So they don't care about how I write the code, or if I use Cursor, or if I use Cloud Code, or whatever LLM I use, or agent. They don't care about that. They care about the end product. And me as a software engineer or full stack engineer, I need to focus on the system design and the architecture and the end result of the product. So that is the important thing. I would recommend you actually, me myself, I didn't study this at the university. It was only basics subjects in university, but I put an effort and time into YouTube, doing some research on what is the system design, what is the architecture, how can I deliver the best practice end result product to any of the customers. I also worked as a freelancer before for 4 years, and I have a bunch of different clients. So to be able to handle all of the let's say all of the features that you were building is, before you just hop on a write code or give it a prompt to Cursor, build me this website or e-commerce website, do a system design, learn how is the system what is the system design, how does it work, the architecture, and then after that you can use the AI. I would say if you using the AI with a smart way, you're not just dumping in the prompt and let the AI doing everything, and you don't have any clue about what just happened or how the system runs. That's gonna be a big mistake, and it's gonna cost you a lot. So do a part on how the system design works, and by helping of the new tools that we have in these days, Cursor, you can use a Cloud Code, but use it in the smart way. I think that's the most thing I had to mention and bring your attention into. Thank you for listening, and thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Relov. Thank you for your valuable insights. Now I request Mr. Kubain to address the students on to the quality of internship program for the next 5 minutes.
Good evening to everyone. Can you hear me?
Kubain from South Africa, right?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Yes. Good evening. Good evening to our presenters, to our dignitaries, to the students. My name is Kubain Naika. I am heading the quality assurance part of the program. What I'd like to say to especially our students, this is an opportunity for you. This program will open doors for you. What's important for you from my perspective is that you need to be disciplined throughout the program. In terms of quality, we expect quality from the beginning to the end of the program. We're not going to evaluate this at the end of the program. So I want to let you know this is important. Important aspects we'll be evaluating is maturity, your industry readiness, and your ability to collaborate across different sectors. Let me what I want to say to you also is that this program with VTU and IIMSTC, what you should remember is excellence it's a global currency. So you need to perform throughout throughout the internship. There's many opportunities, as our previous speakers, Dr. Sangeet, Dr. Sanju, Dr. Raj, Juno, they've all given you a perspective of what's out there. It's up to you as students to really put your head down and get through the program. Importantly, something I want you to remember is the industry is not interested in so much as your intelligence. What we're looking for is, can we trust you to meet your deadlines? Can we trust you with data? Can we trust you with clients' confidentiality? So these things we will be evaluating throughout the program, and I want to let you know at the outset, this is what we're doing. For many of you, I know the team has put a lot of effort into our Discord. That's our communications medium. For many of you, this will be your first steps of your digital footprint. So importantly, the language, the tone, your consistency, and your responsiveness is what we will be measuring. And I wish you well in the program. I wish you everything of the best, and good luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kubin. Now I invite Dr. Deepak Palaksha to take us through the implementation of the internship. So the next 10 minutes to you, Dr. Deepak. Are you able to hear me, Dr. Deepak? I think then we'll wait for him. Then I request Mr. Pawan to guide the students through the internship process in the curriculum and assessment, how the platform is to be used. Mr. Pawan.
Hello.
Deepak, Dr. Deepak, are you there?
Hi, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay, Doctor, Deepak, you can just continue with.
Perfect. So thank you for the introduction, everybody. We are really glad to be talking to you all. It is our pleasure to be talking and also hosting what we are doing. Please note that we have been doing this for a while now and have had very strong standards when it comes to what we have been doing. Currently, it has been of our interest that we always focus on students and how they learn things out of it experientially, like some of the speakers already discussed, right? It is experiential learning, that is what we focus on. Currently, I think I will now discuss on how we will be taking through the program on a very high level, right? Because most of the documents have been already submitted to you guys. I would not take much of your time, but I would, luckily have had an experience of experiencing both research world and also entrepreneurial world, and have worked with high-tech Fortune 500 companies and some unicorn companies myself. Have been a startup founder myself. So what is extremely interesting is the opportunity that we have now with AI. Like Elaf was talking, who was my previous colleague. The reason that you guys are is because in terms of timing, think of it like when telecommunication, for example, when digital communication like, Geo and others pulled up the free internet, the whole e-commerce market came up, the whole online booking platforms came up, right? Exactly, you are at the same point. So I think it's high time you start using this technology to start building what you really want. And where this program differs is we don't really come up with our own, with our projects, which of course we have our projects of our own, which we will be providing, which is industry based. However, we also ask you to look for ground source problems, which if you can clear it, I think Doctor would add more. If you can find solutions for it, we would also be happy to support you on funding and other things. A little bit more about the program itself. It is structured into 4 different months, which is also as per the VTU requirement. Everybody who's going to be part of this, you don't have to worry about VTU certification, meaning VTU has approved this program, hence you all are here. Number 2 is this program is structured in such a way that from our previous experience, most of the students somehow were not comfortable directly to start off project because they always told, sir, it was really interesting what we were studying, but we have never worked on really real projects. So we intend to give you a 1-month training, a hands-on training, which is going to be primarily a practical-based hands-on training, which is going to go from 1 to 2 months. However, from the end of 1 month, you will start having to work on your real-world projects. So the whole program into 4 months is divided into that. There are other important things on disciplines, which will be shared to you also again in the documents, which has already been shared to you. There is one primary thing you have to keep in mind. Like Dr. Sankeet sir mentioned, to be very, very proactive. Like also Cuban sir mentioned, to be highly disciplined. Please don't take it as any other internship. Like you probably heard from everybody, all the dignitaries here. Everybody have people who have established. So this is not where you come to spend your time and not do anything. This is where you come, build something, make yourself proud and us proud. All the details about the program is already been put in the PDF. We will have Discord as a communication channel where our operation head Pawan will be talking about. I think some of you would have some doubts. We will be happy to answer those either here or again with another separate meeting link. Doctor, if there's anything else that should be added.
No, I think Pawan can take forward,
Okay.
and for another 5 minutes he can explain. Then we will. I will describe the
Then
entire thing because this video will not be published. I know the students may not think that this video will be given, but this will not be get there to listen to you what exactly is happening in the internship. Okay, so I think Pawan can take it over.
Okay, doctor. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Look, good luck, everybody. Looking forward to work with all of you.
Yeah, Pawan, you may please. Pawan, are you
Yes,
there?
sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So, yeah, good evening, everybody. My name is Pawan. I'll be overseeing the technical training and implementation for this internship program. So I'm not gonna take a lot of your time. I'm just gonna take about 3 to 4 minutes to explain how this entire program works, what is expected from you, both technically and professionally. Okay. So to start with, right, most internships fail students because they focus on completion. Okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys know what I exactly mean. So there's a due date, and there are a few things that are supposed to be executed. So what they try to do is execute it. So they focus on basically completion and not capability. But this program is designed to be different. The goal is very simple here. By the end of these 3 to 4 months, so at least what we expect are, at least we're sure you should be able to solve problems, apply concepts, explain your work confidently. So that's exactly what our goal is. So here's how this entire 4-month program is structured. So this internship runs for 4 months with an average commitment of about 20 hours per week. So the first 2 months, right? So we're going to be focusing on foundations, daily DSA training for students, domain training based on your specialization. So you'd have selected IoT, you'd have selected full stack development, you'd have selected AIML. One mini project every week to apply what you learn. So that is very important. These mini projects are pretty important because they train you to think, build and deliver consistently, because the main projects, so they are real world projects, right? So there's no trial and error there. So when you're going to work with real world projects, we want you to have at least some amount of experience via those mini projects. That's the whole reason we've brought up about 4 to 5 mini projects in total. In the last 2 months, you move into execution phase. That is the main project phase. So we can either start it from the second month or probably the third month, depending on how exactly you perform in your mini projects. So this main project is where you actually build something substantial. So this is an actual industry project with all the details. So basically whatever we're providing now is KT. From the KT is nothing but knowledge transfer. This is a corporate way of telling you, teaching you teaching you everything that you haven't learned in college, the practical aspects of things that you're supposed to know. So in the last 2 months, in the execution phase, right? So there'll be a complete industrial project, and also there'll be a societal problem project under the guidance of IFSPD. Okay, so more information on that. So everything that we discuss here will be documented. We'll also be providing notes of everything that we've been discussing here, so don't worry about it. Now, expectations from you, very simple. This is not a passive program, right? So you're expected to attend regularly, submit work on time, ask questions, and take feedback seriously. We have mentors who are going to guide you, but efforts definitely has to come from you. That's the thing. So what you gain from this internship from 4 months is not just a certificate that you can use to get credits and get marks. So you gain strong problem solving skills, practical hands-on experience, also confidence to talk about your work in interviews, because we're going to have some English sessions as well. I mean, we have a lot of students coming from rural parts of Karnataka who they said require some amount of language training moving forward. So we're going to have language training as well. The entire curriculum is being already sent to you, and it'll be sent to you again, if not already. So this is exactly what we want to talk about. Again, just to summarize everything, right? This internship is an opportunity, and it's not a shortcut though. So what you extract from it depends entirely on how seriously you participate. You have amazing mentors here. I mean, you've seen the people that just spoke before me. You have people from great dignitaries to presidents to CEOs and CEOs of companies. You have people from Harvard. You have a lot of mentors and you have a lot of guidance. So I'm pretty sure if you show up with discipline and curiosity, we'll make sure the training and mentorship supports you fully. Again,